There's a place in the universe where the rules of reality begin to break. A place so dense, so powerful, not even light can escape. And the closer we get, the more terrifying it becomes. That place is called the event horizon. And once you cross it, there's no turning back. A few weeks ago, while going through some old footage, I came across this clip. It's from a previous video. The music swells. I stand at the edge of an abyss about to take the plunge. Let me set the scene. It's the year 2345. Humanity has spread to the stars. Earth is long gone. In fact, all the planets are long gone. There's nothing but black holes. Now, welcome to the Kepler bounce, a massive interstellar trampoline made possible by the gravitational forces of 3 gigantic black holes. These colossal cosmic objects are so massive, so dense, their gravity pulls everything around them, including time itself. It pulls it in until nothing can escape, not even light. That's why we can't see inside a black hole. Everything that gets too close is trapped forever. But there is one way to see it.
Hi.
If you had a spacesuit with a one-way window and you were brave enough to fly straight into the abyss, what would you see? As you plunged into the unknown, your spaceship would be stretched and distorted by gravity, pulling you into a long spaghetti-like shape, hence the term spaghettification. At the same time, the intense gravity would rip your ship apart atom by atom. Finally, you'd reach the event horizon. This is the point of no return, the edge of the black hole's grasp. Beyond this point, not even the fastest thing in the universe, light, can escape, and then you would disappear. As far as anyone on the outside can tell, you'd seem to freeze. Your ship would appear to slow down as it reached the event horizon, stuck in a single frame of time forever. And if you looked back, you'd see an ever-brightening blue sphere behind you. The world you left behind growing larger and larger until it filled your entire view. Eventually, all the stars would fade from view as you were completely engulfed by the darkness. Then the pain would begin. The gravity would pull you relentlessly towards the center of the black hole, crushing you until you were a pancake of human goo. And then you'd be slung into the singularity, a point of infinite density and zero volume where the laws of physics as we know them break down completely. So that's what would happen to a spaceship that flew into a black hole. But now, let's make things a little more personal. Forget the spaceship. Let's say you fell into a black hole instead. No spacesuits, no safety nets, just you in the abyss. Well, the first thing that would happen is that you'd realize you're in big trouble. You'd feel the intense gravity tugging you down, down, down towards the black hole's event horizon. As you got closer and closer, the ground beneath you would seem to curve and warp, distorting your view of the world. Time itself would start to slow down, making the world around you seem to move in slow motion, and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Then you'd see the light. Not the light of the black hole, because that doesn't exist, but the light coming from behind you. It would seem to speed up as you approach the event horizon, eventually appearing to move backwards. It would be as if you were watching a film of your own life flashing before your eyes, except instead of your life, it would be the life of everyone around you. You'd watch them grow old and die as you remain forever young. Then you'd reach the event horizon. You'd feel yourself being stretched and distorted by gravity, pulling you into a long, thin noodle shape. The light from the universe beyond the black hole would disappear, leaving you in total darkness. All you'd be able to see is the blue sphere in front of you, the world you left behind receding into the distance. And as you crossed the line, the darkness would swallow you whole. Now, if you want to be technical, what actually happens to you after that point is unknown, because once you cross the event horizon, there's no way for anyone or anything to come back and tell the tale. However, scientists have some theories. Some believe that when you cross the event horizon, you're pulled into a sort of cosmic blender, where you're crushed and heated until you become a soup of elementary particles. Others think that you're torn apart atom by atom, scattered across the universe, never to be reunited. Still others believe that you're sent back in time, collapsing into a black hole at some distant point in the past. But maybe the most exciting theory is that you're transported to another universe entirely, a parallel world where the laws of physics are different, where anything is possible. Black holes are still one of the greatest mysteries of our universe. But that doesn't mean we haven't learned a lot about them. Thanks to recent advances in technology, we've been able to capture images of these colossal objects. But what's really amazing is that we can also hear them. By listening to the sounds black holes make, we can learn more about what's going on around them. For example, we've recently heard the sound of gas swirling around a black hole, and it's given us an incredible amount of insight into its behavior. Black holes are truly fascinating objects, but they're also incredibly dangerous. If you ever find yourself falling into one, you won't have much time to react. So it's important to know what would happen. First, you'd feel the intense gravity of the black hole pulling you towards it. Then you'd see the light around you begin to distort and warp. Time would slow down, and you'd watch as those around you seemed to age rapidly. You'd continue to fall until you reach the event horizon, the point of no return. Once you cross this line, there's no turning back. The only thing you'll be able to see is the blue sphere of the universe receding into the distance. And as you fall further, the darkness will swallow you whole. Eventually, you'll be ripped apart by the immense gravity and scattered across the singularity. But what if you could survive the trip? What if you managed to emerge on the other side of the black hole? Well, what you'd find is a universe that's completely different from our own. The laws of physics work differently here. Anything is possible. You could be in a world where time moves backwards or where gravity doesn't exist. You could be in a world where the dinosaurs never went extinct or where humans evolved into a different species. Basically, you could be anywhere and anywhere in time. Who knows? Maybe you will find a world where you're re-famous or rich, or where you never got sick, or where you had that one weird childhood experience that you've always questioned. Of course, this is all just speculation. There's no way to know what would happen if you fell into a black hole. But it makes for a fun movie, at least. And hey, who knows, maybe it's true. Maybe black holes are portals to other universes. Maybe the universe is infinite and there are endless possibilities out there. But if you want to be safe, stay away from black holes. They're not worth the risk. But if you do decide to go near one, be sure to have a spacesuit with a one-way window. It'll make the trip a lot easier. And be sure to leave a comment below. Tell us what you think would happen if you fell into a black hole. And don't forget to follow for more videos about space. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.